Every homeowner wants to know the fastest way to fill in a patchy lawn. And in this video, I test two products from industry leaders to find out just that. Scott's Easy Seed is the first product, and the product is designed to fill in a patchy lawn. It promises fast growth in a variety of situations, and I'm going to test that. It's a combination of mulch, grass seed, and fertilizer. Basically everything you need. It's an all-in-one product. Now, Pennington Smart Patch is a very similar product that competes in the same space. Again, the product is designed to fill in patchy lawns quickly. It promises growth in as little as 5 days. We're going to see about that. It too is an all-in-one product, meaning it's mulch, it's grass seed, and it's fertilizer all combined in one product. Now, to test these products, I wanted to do it side by side, and I built some planters to accomplish this. Now, with my skill set, I put the rough in rough carpentry. I started with some 2x4 frames that are roughly 2 feet by 2 feet, and they're mostly square. I cut up some plywood to make a bottom for each planter, and I was essentially ready for planting. Now, for dirt in each planter, I used Scott's lawn soil, and I used the same dirt in each one, so that's the same. And I used a similar amount of dirt in each planter, so far, both planters exactly the same. Now, the directions for application are fairly similar in both products. They're basically spreading each product over bare dirt. Both of these products are all-in-one products, like we talked about earlier, meaning they have the mulch, they have the seed, they have the fertilizer. You're not buying a bunch of different products to use in one application. You're buying one product coming out of one container or bag, and you're just spreading it out. So it's super easy. Now, my application was a little bit heavy because this guy forgot to hit the record button during the first take. But in the name of science, it is equally heavy for both planter boxes as I did the second take and recorded both. The planters were placed on my deck and they got an equal amount of sunlight and water. Watering took place twice a day, morning and night. Let the testing begin. 7 days in, 1 full week, and we have growth in both planters. Germination has taken place in each product, and my little grass babies are thriving. The Scott's product is doing okay, but it's a little inconsistent across the whole planter and coming in different thicknesses in different areas. Pennington is definitely in the lead at this point, with more grass coming up in a more consistent spread pattern. The Pennington grass is also slightly taller at this point, so it is actually growing faster. Pennington has the lead, but can it stay out in front? Day 14, 2 full weeks into the test, and things are getting spicy. The Pennington is increasing the lead by a wide margin. Both planters look good, but from the aerial view, right up above, you can tell that the Scott's is much thinner than the Pennington. The Scott's looks thin and sparse, and the Pennington looks full and lush. And holy crap, look at that height difference between the two. The Pennington is practically ready for first mow if it were to be planted out in the yard somewhere. And while the height difference isn't double what the Scott's is, it's darn close to double what the Scott's is. I'm very interested to see how the rest of this test is going to play out. Day 21 is here, 3 full weeks of testing, and the Pennington still continues to impress. It's much taller than the Scott's, and the grass blades are also thicker and more mature. Pennington also came in really thick and really full. While the Scott's isn't bad, running your hands through both planters, the difference is night and day. The color of the Pennington is also slightly better, and it's a little bit deeper and a little bit darker of a green than the Scott's. I've been impressed with the Pennington during this test because not only did it grow the fastest, it came in the best, and it also looks the best. Day 28 is the final day of testing, 4 full weeks, 1 entire month after planting, and I will admit that I did trim up the planters because things were getting a little bit crazy. The Scott's still is not as thick as the Pennington, but it's looking a lot better in week 4. Now, the color is the most interesting part, and I'm not sure how well this is showing up on the video, but the deeper, darker that the Pennington used to be in week 3, Scott's is actually looking better color-wise in week 4. They've reversed. It's not a huge margin and they both look really good, but Scott's gets the edge in color after 1 month. The Scott's really came around in that final week and made this test much closer than it was. Now, the grass that grew the fastest was Pennington. So if you clicked on the video to find out, I got to give it to the Pennington. In weeks 2 and weeks 3, it was fairly dramatic, but by week 4, the Scott's had almost pulled even with the Pennington. Now, the Pennington still came in the best, meaning that the coverage over the entire planter was fairly even. The Scott's had some thin spots that are now starting to kind of fill in a little bit, and look a lot better, but the Pennington gets the edge in that category. The Pennington feels better when running your hand through it. It feels thicker and fuller, but the Scott's has a slight color advantage on this 4th week. Both products are really good, and that's the main takeaway. The Pennington did grow the fastest, so we got to give the nod to Pennington. I love testing products, and if you like this video, you might like some of my other tool review videos. I'll leave a link to my mini chainsaw review video. It's one of my personal favorites. And think about subscribing to the channel. I make content like this all the time. See you later.